systematic process which we believe promotes the effective development of audiovisual material is in use at the Office of Instructional Development at the University of Texas Dental Branch at Houston. Through pre-production planning and simulated demonstrations, the overall quality and effectiveness of instructional materials at the dental branch has been enhanced. The purpose of this presentation is to describe the steps utilized at the dental branch in producing instructional materials. A single-page pre-production planning guide for developing audiovisual materials prepared by the Office of Instructional Development is used to assist the content specialist in the production planning effort. This guide poses simple, clarifying questions requesting information concerning the purpose and intent of the materials, the desired learning outcomes, and identification of the students who will use the material. The pre-production concept is based on the assumption that a number of decisions, both educational and technical, must be made prior to the actual development of an audiovisual program. This pre-planning activity establishes a clear line of communication between faculty member and instructional designer in the development of the program. Once the pre-production planning guide has been reviewed by the instructional designer with the content specialist, a time and date is set for the presentation to be simulated. The content specialist is asked to provide the Instructional Development Office with a broad outline of the material to be covered, as well as any props needed one day prior to the simulation. The instructor is asked to demonstrate the procedure he wishes to teach, following the outline developed earlier. This procedure eliminates the time-consuming task of initial script writing and allows the instructional designer to visualize the ideas of the instructor. Once the session has been taped, the audio portion of the presentation is transcribed. This transcription serves as a first draft script and is delivered to the content specialist for editing. From the script, the instructional designer is able to establish the objectives of the program. This results in a refinement of the objectives stated in the pre-planning guide and is an effective quality control device in the development process. Further, it gives the content specialist the opportunity to see if he has done what he intended. After the edited simulation transcription is returned by the content specialist, the instructional development staff refines the material to create a shooting script. This script is returned to the content specialist for final approval. Once the program content has been approved by the content specialist, the video portion of the simulation tape is used by the instructional development specialist to develop a storyboard. The storyboard serves as a roadmap for the actual production and is crucial in the editing process. The storyboard pre-visualizes every segment of the dialogue. If it is to be a television production, the instructional designer may recommend photographs, titles, or illustrations he feels will be effective in the production. These materials must be of the appropriate dimensions to meet the television aspect ratio standards. If slides are the chosen medium, camera shots and props are determined and studio arrangements are made. By viewing the simulation tape, the instructional designer can better produce the storyboard and direct the art and photography personnel in producing the desired visuals needed for the production. While the production personnel prepares the technical aspects of the program, the instructional designer completes the storyboard for final approval. The next phase is the actual production of the program. In the case of a videotaped program, the instructional designer establishes a date and time for recording with the content specialist and the television personnel. The designer coordinates the overall production activities, providing the necessary script, props, and TV visuals. Following the recording session, the television personnel will edit the tape, arranging the scenes and laying on the audio track according to the storyboard. The final phase in the development of the program is a peer review by the instructor, colleagues, and educational planner to determine if the program meets expectations and is congruent with the goals established during the pre-production planning phase. In review, pre-planning is the process of making technical and educational decisions prior to the development of the script and designing visuals to be utilized in the program. The pre-planning serves as a quality control device for those involved in the production. The advantages of good pre-production planning, including the use of a simulation in producing instructional materials, are to maximize faculty input, yet save faculty time in eliminating the need for script writing. The transcribed audio portions of the simulation tape provide the instructional designer and content specialist with a source to begin the initial script editing. The video portion of the simulation provides the content and sequence for storyboard production. Team approach, following the protocol developed by the Office of Instructional Development, will enhance the production of quality instructional materials.